Right, follow up to my video before. I found a better way of posing the man and his hands, so I'll give you a run through on that. So we've dressed our man. We'll go to pose animate. Instead of using CMU MB, we use the game engine because it will give us some finger bones, extra finger bones there. We'll come off that. We'll go to Blender. Press A, delete, and then we press N, bring our model in, import human. It's a quick one, because the problem being the fingers have problems printing because they're so thin. So if we select skeleton and we go to pose mode, go down to viewpoint display, change it to stickman. I much prefer this. So we've got all the finger joints there. If we click on, which way should we go? Click on this one and rotate. If we use a red, we'll rotate it to close it. Same again there. We use a red axis. I think that's closing them. And the same again on there. And the same again on his thumb. Now unless on there and wait. You get the idea. Just a bit of practice. We've closed his hand up, so when you go to print there'll be a solid, or if you line the fingers up, which I haven't done, but there's a bit of practice. Also, I was talking about importing an object so he can, say, put his foot on the object. We'll go back to object mode. I've got a crate I want to import so he can put his foot in a crate. So I go import STL. I think I've got a crate, import. Now it don't look like it's imported, but if you look on the top right, it's there. So make sure it's in blue, highlighted. On the centre, and that circle, dotted circle is, right click, set origin, geometry to origin, and believe it or not, that's your crate come in. Now I don't know if it's me, but I can't seem to get the right size my model, so we click on that, we press N, and we've got item there, and it comes up dimensions 7 meters. So we do a, say, a 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. I'm not done 0.4, and a 0.4. There we go. Now we've got a crate that's a reasonable size. Now ideally we want to go to object, and we add mesh plane, and if we put a plane there we can see if they're sitting the same height, which they're not. So if we click on our man, if you click it right there, it will select all the bits, move tool, and just move him so his boots go level with the plane. Obviously I haven't selected it all, my man. Off-roads, my man. There we go, moving him up. And then we do the same with the crate. And move it up. And now it should be sitting on the floor there. Move the crate over a bit. Like that. We'll get rid of the plane, don't need that. And then we'll go to, we'll select the rig, we'll go to pose mode, and as before, we've got to come down here to the bone constraint properties, add bone constraint and IK, inverse kinetics. And then we'll have two bones there. Bit of luck. Now if I move that, it should, in theory, lift his foot up. And that one. And that's roughly, so you could have your man coming up the stairs or stepping on a crate. It gives you an idea. So if you put an object there, you've got a better idea of how to pose him. Also, there's a way of fattening up fingers. So we'll go back to object mode. Right, we'll select the hands and then we'll come up to the top left and we'll go into sculpt mode. Now this is really lots of stuff to do on here. So if we zoom in on the fingers, we can inflate them . Nope, we can't inflate them. Object mode. Sculpt. There we go. And if we inflate the fingers, it will close the hand up. It's a bit primitive, but if we right click on that, we can make the radius bigger, say 100, and the strength a bit stronger, say 1. And then, whoop, too much. But you get the idea. You can sculpt the hand a bit. The heavier duty hand will probably print a lot better anyway. This is where a tablet comes in handy. I know it looks a bit oversized, but by the time you print that, your fingers will all be joined and you won't notice. So I think that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.